Hey guys, so I went on the internet the other day and I asked you what video you'd like me to make next, and I got this tweet right here. It's to do the my first time video. So this is gonna be my first time question tag video. If you thought it was something else, it's not. Question number 1 is, what was your first ever tweet? The 8th of June 2011. So excited about the Red Hot Chili Peppers' new album, 30th of August. Can't wait to hear what Josh has done. Big shoes to fit after Frashante. My fangirl levels know no bounds. I used to always tweet about the Red Hot Chili Peppers. It's okay, it's fine. Question number 2, your first ever YouTube video. Okay, I'm gonna be really honest. I wanna say, oh yeah, it was Cosmic Love by Florence and the Machine. It was my first cover video. That wasn't my first YouTube video, friends. I used to be absolutely obsessed with horses. So I uploaded like horse related videos to my YouTube channel originally. So they're all gone. I deleted those from the internet so many years ago. 3 is the first person you subscribed to on YouTube. I think it might have been Mike Falzone, which I'll link you guys in the description. I got his album and I loved his music and thought he was really, really cool. I messaged him on YouTube, as you do, and sent him one of my videos because I was such a massive fan of him. And was like, hey, I've done this video, could you check it out? I covered X. And bless him, he actually commented on my video. I freaked out. Question number 4, your first Facebook profile picture. Here we go. Look at that. Look at that. Little baby Jan. Do you still talk to your first love is question number 5. We live in different countries, so I suppose that like cuts off communication. We don't talk on Facebook, we don't text, we don't talk. We're just not really in each other's lives anymore, so. Number 6 is your first alcoholic drink. I would have had like maybe like those sips of my parents, like when I was like, I don't know, not a kid, but like just like little sips just to probably put me off alcohol. But I think the first time I ever like went on a night with my friends, I think I was 16. I didn't really drink at this age at all. And I had some Magners cider. There you go, keeping it classy with cider. Question number 7, what was your first job? I've never had a job, like a real job. I went from school, so I did my GCSEs, and then whilst I was doing my GCSEs, I started doing TV. So then I went on and did TV, and then I left TV and then did my music stuff, which is kind of like a job, but it's not, because it's my passion and it's my love and my hobby, but it does take up my life 24/7. Question number 8, what was your first car? I can't drive. I never had time to learn to drive because I went 16 and then left and moved to England, and there's like trains. But I didn't see the point in driving. I live really close to London, so I just get the train all the time. Question number 9, who was the first person you text today? I've just read this and realised that I have like 4 text messages to reply to because it's currently 1 PM and I haven't replied to any of the text messages. 10, question 10. Who was the first person you thought of this morning? The first thing I thought of though was, funnily enough, probably Drake. My ringtone is Drake and my phone rang, so it's this beautiful number. Question number 11, who was your first teacher? My first teacher was Mrs. Dealey, and she's really nice. I was in an all Irish speaking primary school. She was absolutely lovely. Obviously we always got told off if we spoke English, so I do have a lot of memories of her telling me to ask to go to the bathroom in Irish or everything in Irish. So she was sweet, liked her. She lets play with puppets. It was really fun. Question number 12, where did you go on your first ride on an airplane? My first ever airplane ride was to Spain. Next question is, who's your first ever best friend and do you still talk? I switched schools and stuff in primary school, so I had like best friends at the time, but I think my first proper best friend where I actually met someone where I could go, I can tell you absolutely everything. Was my best friend Megan. We met when we were like 14 or 15 and we still talk. Not every day, this is the thing, like we don't live in the same country or anything like that. We rarely like send massive long text messages to each other. It's more like when I come home, it's like I never left. We'll, you know, go out to a bar and we'll sit down and we'll have a chat and it's like nothing's changed. She's genuinely like the most loving, caring person ever, and she was the one who got me started on the YouTube channel because she was the one that bought me a camera and was like, you better make YouTube videos. So Megan, I love you. Question 14, where was your first sleepover? And I actually had to think a very long time about this because I didn't do the whole sleepover thing growing up as a kid. I didn't really want to stay in other people's house. Like when they were like, oh, you're having a sleepover, I'd be like, cool, and then be like, Mom, tell them I can't come. Tell them I'm not allowed. Please, Mom. Like, as if there was like something wrong with staying at someone's house. There's totally not. I just wanted to go home and sleep in my own bed. Question number 15, what was the first thing you did this morning? Every day I wake up and I say my prayers that I am grateful for the bed that I have, the roof over my head, and the fact that I'm alive and there's food in my fridge, and that, yeah, I'm kicking and breathing and the world is, I'm in it and I'm a part of it. I'm a part of the human race. So basically, yeah, that's how I start my day. That's the first thing I did this morning. Question number 16, what was the first concert you ever went to? This is so easy, hands down. I went to Paramore when I was 14. They were playing the RGS in Dublin. It was amazing. So we travelled all the way to Dublin, which is like 3 hours away from where I live, and we left school early. Like, we got our parents to write notes, and Megan, my best friend, her parents took us down, and I swear it was like the most amazing night ever. Question number 17, what is your first broken bone? I used to pride myself in the fact that I'd never ever broken a bone in my life until I was about 15. I was in and out of A&E quite a lot growing up because I was quite a fragile child and I would like fall over a lot. And I had horses, and yeah, I was riding, someone spooked my horse rears up and was bucking and rearing for quite a long time. I just, you know, take my feet out of the stirrups because it was going nuts. And when I fell off, it took off on my foot, all of the weight of this big horsey that, oh, I missed that horse. Anyway, it took off and put all the weight on my foot, and yeah, my toe just, it was, when I remember going in, I even had to have it in a cast. It was that bad, and they were like, we don't cast toes because it's a toe, but your toe's pretty. I remember seeing the x-ray and being like, that's not a toe. Question 18, your first piercing. So my first piercing, I don't have them anymore, but I used to have my ears pierced. 19, first foreign country you've been to. The first foreign country I ever went to was Spain, as most Irish or British people go to. It's a go-to holiday destination for most of us. I went to Salou, me and my parents and my bros, and we had an absolutely amazing time, like, and it was beautiful and I loved it. So Spain was the first foreign country I ever went to. 20, the first film you ever remember seeing. I'm gonna judge this on like going to the cinema, but it was the Rugrats, the movie. And I think this was my first film that I ever went to go see because my mum was the biggest Rugrats fan. 21, what was your first detention? I remember this story vividly. A girl I didn't particularly like in my form group, with the room you go to before like you go to your classes. There was an announcement being done and we'd all been told to be quiet, which was cool. I was really quiet in secondary school, and this girl asked could she borrow a pen, and I replied, I don't have a pen, but I have a pencil that you can borrow if that's okay. Anyway, the teacher noticed that I was talking, only seeing me talking apparently. I got a detention. I got put on isolation, form class isolation. Every day for that whole year I had to go sit at the front of the classroom with my back to my peers, sat beside my teacher facing a wall every morning. 22. Who was your first roommate? My first roommate was obviously within the X Factor house. We got put in big bedrooms. So my first ever housemates were housemates. Technically the roommate, so who was in this room was like Little Mix, Misha B, Amelia, Lily. We were all in the one bedroom together. There was even more of us than that, but yeah, so that was like my first roommate. There was like 20 of us in one bedroom. 23. What is the first thing you do when you get home? Oh, this is easy. I go upstairs and I get in my pajamas. Straight off the bat, that is first thing I do. Last question, question 24. When was your first kiss? My first kiss when I was 12 years old. I really liked this boy. It was during school. We went to the same school and it was the worst thing ever. Like, no one ever really warned you that your first kiss is gonna be absolutely terrible, because you see it in the films where it's like, ooh, ah, fireworks, ah. It was disgusting. So that has been the my first time question tag video. So if you enjoyed it, thank you very much. I hope you did. I mean, it's just a bunch of random facts that you never really needed to know about me, but now you do. Yeah, new video every Saturday, just like today, and the week before, and the week before that, and the week before that. Dun, 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 dun.